Long ago, in a land where dusty winds kissed the crumbled ruins of forgotten cities, a man journeyed alone. He was thoughtful, righteous, and deeply reflective. His name was Uzayr. Though Allah did not name him in the verse, many scholars believe it was he. He rode his humble donkey with a basket of figs and a clay jar of grape juice tied to the saddle. As he wandered across the lands of Banu Israel, a sight came into view that made his heart pause. He reached a village, or what was once a village, collapsed homes, roofs missing, walls bent and broken. Not a soul stirred, no laughter, no footsteps. It looked as though death had swept through and buried every sign of life beneath the silence. Uzair dismounted and stood there overwhelmed by what he saw. He muttered to himself, not out of disbelief, but in wonder, how will Allah bring this to life after its death? But Allah, the one who hears even the whispers of the heart, responded in a way beyond imagination. In that moment, Uzair was struck by divine command. Allah caused him to die. Right there, his soul was taken. His body fell beside his donkey, his basket, and his jar. No thunder, no lightning, just silence once again. But now, time itself would sleep for a century. Years passed, decades melted into decades, empires rose and fell, generations came and went, the village transformed, trees grew, birds nested, and Uzair lay untouched. His donkey's bones turned to dust, but his food remained miraculously preserved. Then, after 100 years, by the will of Allah, Uzayr was awakened. He blinked, he looked around, thinking perhaps he had only slept for a few hours. How long have you remained? Came a voice. He answered, a day or part of a day. But Allah said, rather, you have remained 100 years. Look at your food and your drink. They have not changed with time. And look at your donkey. We will make you a sign for the people. Then before his very eyes, the bones of the donkey began to move. Piece by piece, they came together. The skull, the ribs, the legs, muscles wrapped around bone, flesh followed, and finally the breath of life. The donkey stood once again, braying into the morning air. Uzayr stood in awe, his heart trembling, for he had witnessed the power of resurrection with his own eyes. Uzayr returned to his city. It had changed. The people were new. No one recognized him. He spoke of the past, of events none could remember, until he met his old maid servant, now blind and aged. She recognized his voice, and Allah returned her sight so she could witness him. The people gathered. They asked him for signs, and when he recited the preserved verses of the Torah, they believed. Uzayr became a living proof of Allah's promise that he can revive what is dead. Allah said in the Quran, and thus we made you a sign for the people in Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 259. From the ruins of a forgotten village to the miracle of revival, this was not just a story for Uzayr. It was a sign for all humanity that no matter how broken, how lost, how hopeless, Allah can bring life after death, ease after hardship, light after darkness. He is Al-Muhyi, the giver of life. He is Al-Qadir, able to do all things. So never doubt his power and never lose hope in his mercy.